Hello, 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 my gorgeous sunshines. Welcome back. Dinner with Spice. Live and direct. So, I haven't really been making videos for like the last month because I have to get my health in order. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And so, I've been trying to exercise, trying to eat right. I'm actually doing a 1,400 calorie a day diet. I've lost about 15 pounds so far. And so I'm going to change the direction of the channel for a little while. And I'm going to try to focus on meals, healthy meals that are around 400 or less calories, where you get a lot of food basically. Because we all just want to eat, don't we? That's why you're here. So either you're watching me eat or you're watching me cook or living my best life, But as you can see, we have to get rid of this lady right here. Has to go. I've enjoyed her stay, but it's time for us to part ways. So I've been doing a little bit of gardening, and I will feed in a little bit of my the stuff that I'm doing right now. I've got some tomatoes growing on the back porch, and I've got some jalapeno peppers, and I'm getting ready to get some other. I should have had this other stuff in the ground probably a month ago, but time gets away from us. So the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So a little catching up. I've also been, I went to go visit my son in Rhode Island because I hadn't seen him in almost a year. That's my baby. Sometimes, you got to lay eyes on your people. So we went there for a week. Also, during my little sabbatical here, I found, about 15 years ago, I had a favorite aunt, my mother's sister, my Aunt Linda. My Aunt Linda had 5 boys. I thought that was all of her children. One of them passed away of SIDS at 6 months, but the rest of them, the other 4 boys, are alive and relatively well. But about 15 years ago, my mom drops this bomb on me that my aunt had. So my mom is Caucasian, and my cousins by my aunt are white. My mother drops this bomb on me that my aunt had a set of 2 biracial daughters and a Caucasian daughter. That the girls, when they were about 1.5 or so, their dad took custody of them. And because there was a lot, back in 1960s, to have one biracial child, let alone 2 of them. And she was dirt poor, and living with my grandmother over in northern Kentucky was unheard of. And so, but she also had a Caucasian daughter that she gave away. She adopted out at birth. So 15 years ago, like I said, my mom told me this story and was telling me the story of the girls and how the twins, they were named Rhonda and Tanya. Now, she knew that Rhonda had passed away at age 2 because both of the girls got lead poisoning at around 2 years of age, and Rhonda passed away from it. But Tanya survived. And so when my mom told me this, I immediately set out looking for my cousin Tanya. Looked on Facebook, looked everywhere that I could think to look under, spelled her name different ways, I didn't know if she was still alive or, whatever. My mom didn't have a lot of information to go off of, I'm going off of, and don't get me wrong, my mother is sharp as a tack, but she is also, 82 years old. So there's that. And she's like, some of this stuff I remember, some of it I don't, the specifics, but she gave me as much detail to go off of as she could. Well, on Mother's Day, I get an inbox, and I was talking about Tanya to my best friend the Friday before Mother's Day. Mother's Day, I get an inbox at 11 o'clock at night, and it says, Hey Jocelyn, I think you might be a relative of mine. My name is Tanya blank. My maiden name was Tanya blank blank. And I'm like, oh my God, I immediately burst out in tears. I'm like, we've been looking for you for years. And we immediately linked up. A couple days later, we set up to meet so she could meet my mom and everybody, everybody, because she had never even seen a picture of her mother before. So I was able to share those pictures with her. And she and I communicate every day now. Either we text or we call, or I just love her. It's like I've known her my whole life. She looks exactly like my aunt. Unfortunately, by the time that she found us, my Aunt Linda had already passed away. She passed away year before last, in 2018. So she just missed her. But it has been phenomenal getting to know my new cousin, my new older cousin. She's a little bit older than me, but she's absolutely awesome. Her and her family are absolutely awesome. And she said, I've always wanted a big family. And I'm like, honey, you got to be careful what you ask for, because God will give it to you in spades. You all know I got 2711 grandkids and 3,000 children and a bunch of adopted family and extended family, so on and so forth. So I have really been enjoying this time here to concentrate on things that feed my spirit. I think that we all need that, and especially during this time. So I hope that you guys will keep joining me, because I still cook with flavor. It's still, everything that I make is going to be delicious, Lord willing. But I have to show you guys this. Okay, so my mom and she was cleaning out. She has this recipe area here in the kitchen. She's literally she collects recipe books. Let's just say that. And she's been a collector of recipe books since God knows when. And of course, there's an emergency vehicle going by. I'm sorry you guys can hear that in the background, but I just wanted to get some sun. So anyway, back to my story. By the way, do you guys like my shirt? Oh, I have to show you guys this too. I know I've worn this shirt before. And it says, ever make mistakes in life? Let's make them little birds. Now, look, they're little birds now. And my son gave me, he knows how much I'm in love with Bob Ross, a positive energy drink. How cute is this? Anyway. All right, I get derailed so easy. I'm so glad that this emergency vehicle is taking so long to go by. Okay, we're back at it. So my mom pulled out this book from, I'm guessing it's from the 70s. This Diet Delights. And I was thumbing through it. And it actually has some pretty good recipes in here. So the very first video that I'm going to do is actually going to be in a buttermilk herb dip. For veggies, and it looks like it's delicious. It's got some really simple it's a really simple recipe. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to, we'll tweak it if we need to. But I thought that it would be fun to do some of these little recipes here. And they had a really cool recipe in here for some kind of, they've got stuffed mushrooms in here for white sangria. It looks really sweet, so I'm going to try to tweak it to where it's less calories and less sugar. But we're going to make that probably tomorrow. But anyway, so for the next few videos, these are going to be videos that if you're watching your weight or just trying to, you know, trying to live a little bit healthier, because we all need to live a little bit healthier. I don't know how much weight you've put on during quarantine, but mine has been delightful. And my fat shifting around the older I get is terrible. So anyway, I hope you guys will join me. I love you guys so much. Make good choices. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out.